Check, check, check. Checkity check, check. Check, checkity check, check. Check, check. Hey guys. I would like for you all to note that I have a Christmas shirt with little Christmas trees on there. So I know you're jealous, so just don't cry. Okay, so this is Mark Teaches Music, and this is our improvisation workshop. And so we meet every Tuesday at 7:45, and we're ad-libbing, learning to improvise ad-lib. And this is session 12. This is the 29th day of November. My gosh. And let's see. I'll turn my voice up just a bit. Let's turn this all up a bit. See if it's too much. Is it too much? I don't know. No, it looks good. Um, so, and I love that word, ad lib, ad liberandum, which is, that's what it's short for, ad libbing. That is, we're at liberty. We can do what we want. And I tell students all the time, how can somebody say what you expressed was poor? Like, hey man, so go for it. It's actually not true. So we can, we can all improvise poorly, not as good as of what's truly available to us. So we're trying to learn to get better, and we're trying to learn to get better, trying to make up, tasty melodies, and I believe you can do it, and I believe I can do it, and trying to get better at it. When I was in my 20s, really into the middle 30s, I thought you had to change scales for every chord, and I didn't really understand what to do. And I understand much better. I need to spend a lot more time doing it, and so that's what this is about. So for more information about lessons, if you're interested in lessons, go to www.dallasmusiclessons.com. And if you got any questions, put them in this chat thing right here. And if you have any questions after this is over, you could email me at mark@dallasmusiclessons.com. And then I want you to, like this. First, I do want you to like it. And then I want you to push the button that says you like it. And I want you to subscribe. I want you to share. I want you to comment. If you're a cat lover, which I am indifferent towards cats, there are a few good cats. You can leave me a dead lizard or some small animal to, give your token of affection. So we're going to play and we're going to learn. And if you got a request for a style or an instrument, if I play it, or style, we try things, and see what they like. So today, let me just tell you the guidelines are. Number one is that in the description is all the scales, the notes for C instruments, B flat instruments, and E flat instruments, as well as patterns for guitar and bass. And then if you don't fit in that and you want me to try to cobble you something together right now, or if you then do so, and I'll try to get you something that you tell you what you can do to play, and then don't just sit there. So if you need to, if I were you, I'd print those things out. Look in the description, the link is there. If I were you, I'd print those things out. It's a lot easier to follow when you're just staring at it than when you're splitting your screen and all this kind of stuff. When it's your turn, we're going to go back and forth. This is called trading eights. We're going to be in one song we are trading eights, and the others I'm not quite sure. Or call and response is a very ancient way to learn. Going back and forth. When it's your turn, jump right in. Don't wait. And don't just watch this video. This is not a teaching video. There will be a few teachy things in here, but in general, it's not about teaching. It's about, here's this idea, let's try it, and then we do some stuff with it, and then you hear me play something, you go, that's cool, and so you try to do something based off of it, or you hear me play something, you say, that sucks, and you think, oh, I'll show him, the loser. So the idea is when it's my turn, it's my turn, don't play, listen, think. What would you like to do? What would be better? or what would be a cool thing to do. And when it's your turn, just jump right in. Jump on in and don't wait, because in the second song, I know you only got 8 measures. In the first song, you may have longer. I'm not sure what the form of it is. So don't be put off by styles and things you don't like. If I'm playing the ocarina and you're like, oh, I hate ocarinas. So don't be like that. Figure out how to make it great. If you don't particularly like the style, then try and play something that's so amazing it just makes it good because you're so great. So let's see. And then if you're looking at this after we're done, if things are too hard, I'm going to try to make things and explain everything. But if things are too hard, just stay where you are. Don't try to move forward. Or you can go back to, I know the very first video, session 1, is with ad-libbing just one chord. And we may go back to some of that too, so that everybody's like, I feel comfortable and capable. Oh, excuse me, it's an exciting show. I have to yawn. So I'm just saying, hang in there, but you go back to the very first session. It's just in one chord, not even one key, and also singing gives you helps you prime the pump, gives you ideas. It really does. So, all right, now without further eloquence, I've exhausted my eloquence, and so now we're going to go to the first song. The first song is named Seductive Blues Groove. I did not name it. And it's in G minor. And then, so that's a G minor for a C instrument. For B flat instruments, it's the key of A minor. For E flat instruments, that's the key of E minor with 1 sharp. A minor's got no sharps or flats. G minor's got 2 flats, B and E. And then, like I said, and then you have a chart, a piece of paper, that's got how to play in G minor. And for bass players and for guitar players, it's a little pattern, tells you where to place it. So you should just be pulling that up now. And so let's listen to it. The first thing we want to do when we do these songs is we want to get the feel, where do the changes happen? And I was showing somebody this the other day in terms of, I'm going to play the note C, and I'm going to play it in different contexts, and I want you to hear how different it sounds over different notes. So I'm just only playing the note C in my right hand. I'm playing different chords in my left hand. I don't hear that like I want to hear that. I want to hear that, yeah, like that. Okay, so anyway, here's the C. I don't hear that. I messed it with my head, man. This is all panned. There we go. So here it is, C in 1 chord. And let's do this chord. And let's do this. And this one. And let's do, let's see. It's the same note, right? And let's put it as the 7. This 7. So I want you to know what you should be noticing is that a note, a particular pitch, is in music, it was interpreted, our ear interpreted, we are interpreting it in context of what's around it. We don't hear C. Even perfect people with perfect pitch or actually have to learn to use comparative pitch, that is, this is the 3rd of the chord, this is the 5th, this is the root, blah blah blah, because that's how music works. Things seem tense or they seem relaxed, all based on what that note is. So anyway, all I'm getting at, as the chords change, we will have to do different things. So let's listen to our first song, Seductive Blues Groove. Let's just here's a chord. Staying on that. Change. Didn't change. Back to 1 chord, minor 1. Change. tension. You're soaking up the changes. I'm getting volume. Anybody give me some feedback about the sound there? Make sure I'm getting a sound here. Just for a second. Better turn that up some. Looked like it wasn't quite loud. It sounds a little too loud. Okay. That cool sound coming up. want to make a comment. The cool sounds that, by your definition, this sounds cool. Oh my goodness, this sounds cool. What you define as a cool sound are the learning nodes, the things that you need to learn, because you have self-identified them. You listen to a song, hey, it's cool, hey, it's cool. Then you hear something, you go like, whoa, that is mega cool. Here, or whatever it is. A guy plays a lick, chords change, and you need to dig and find out what those sounds are, because you personally are piqued. Somebody beside you kind of goes, yeah. Mm-hmm. But you're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. So the things that stand up to you as amazing are great things to figure out, because your ear or your heart or whatever, somebody in there has identified that as something that is cool. And if we just give it a name, then we can use it. So right there at this part, what's going on is we got the 1 and the major 7 and the minor 7 and the 6. So it's fixing to come up. And so that's fixing to happen right now. And I know that because I know that. But the reason I know is because X number of decades ago identified that as, oh, that is so cool. What is that? And I, found out what it was. And that's what you need to do. That's one of the things that ear training is about, is getting to where you can identify. Ear training is, I can say with my mouth or find on my instrument what I hear with my ear. So it's just making the ear useful. So I'm just going to go ba 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 ba. I want to hear that. Here, I'll let it play. Try to be emotional. I want to mention, I said this before, you need to remember there's only 12 sounds, and 7 more or less are used in the scale. So there's 5 that are wrong. The ones that are wrong are only a half step off either direction. Doesn't matter if you go up a half step or down a half step, they're only a half step, which is a fret, 1 fret up, 1 fret down on a guitar. And the point there I'm trying to get you to get in your head is that, you could, as soon as you play a wrong note, just slide up or down a half step. I'm going to play some wrong notes. Let's see. Here we go. Let's try this wrong note. Let's see. I'm just trying to play wrong notes, right? Notice how that I just did that, and it sounded like I knew what I was doing. So study in confidence, you could, as you're ad-libbing, you could try to play some wrong notes that you know are wrong. Try sliding up a half step, down a half step, so that you're like, if I hit a wrong note, I know what to do. And so you are more confident because you know what to do. Okay, you go. That cool progression is coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. I'm going to take it back from the top. I wanted to remind you, we talked about, I think last week, about range, or actually the correct word to be register, the high part in your instrument, including a voice, high part in your voice, high part in your instrument, low place. And I just want to comment as an example, here's this tenor sax. And so all my life started when I was 10 playing the alto sax. I didn't play the tenor hardly at all until I got to music school when I was 18. So in my mind, when I play a note on the tenor, it immediately sounds like a low note. So I immediately play in the top half from the middle D up. And I'm saying I've had to learn over the years to add the lower notes and make them like, this is my range. And I'm just commenting is that when you play, you may get up here or way up here and you get stuck, and because it's hard to make contrast if you're only in one place, one register, just in the low, just in the middle. I have a student who won't go into the high notes. It's like, well, it makes it harder to be dramatic, so don't do that. And so I'm saying, if you notice you're stuck in the high, just jump into the middle, jump into the low, just jump there. Just don't do any transition. Now let's do this some more. Really cool. I want to give you guys some more time to ad lib. Yeah, here it is. I'll start, I think. Turn this up. Anticipate what is coming up next. There's a lot of tension in this chord. Now, I said a minute ago, so that organ player. Now, listen, if you didn't hear anything special about it, you don't have to make. The whole thing I was saying, the whole point I'm trying to make, is if something stands out to you as exciting, dramatic, powerful, whoa, then you need to find that out. Because that means that your ear or your heart has said, that's cool. So the guy is playing basically in the key of C, a D sharp 9. And here for the B flat instruments, it's an E sharp 9. Listen to the sound. And that's tension, because there's a G sharp in the chord, and for me, this is for me. So in the key of C, there's an F and an F sharp. There's an A and an A flat in the key of C. And there's a lot of tension there. But it makes you go, oh, oh, oh. And then when it's gone, what? Let's listen to it. I'm trying to back up 1 second on this world's clunkiest. Here it comes. Maybe it'll work. There it is. And then it's gone. The tension's gone. That's great. Okay. Okay. Go for it. There's that chord. 2, 3, and go. Back to 1. Back to 1. You don't care about the name, it's the sound. I think it's this pretty chord part. It doesn't matter. This part, and what you hear in your is like a guy singing. He's going like a guy singing to go something like, and all the years that I knew you, girl, when I think about you, oh baby, you know, that's what you hear in your head. It's like this super emotional, the chords have constructed the super emotional part. And so you need to grab hold of that. You need to ride that horsey. And you need to be like, wow, here's this really emotional part. Let me try to do, maybe just play one note. Maybe you just go, these are ideas. Like maybe you don't, what I'm saying is, let that emotion occur and you're anticipating it. So maybe you just go, I'm going to do the one note, see what we get. Nope, didn't go back. Well, I totally messed up. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just saying, anticipating the sound, making use of what the sound is. Okay, let's look at our second song. And our second song is named by me. Let me change mics here. Chick Joe's Feeling Bad. Okay, this is my, you have to be a country person like I am to know what the heck I'm talking about. And it's okay that you don't and you're not. So this is good enough in terms of a mishmash of what this sound is. Now, the same thing is, this song is in the key of C. It is a blues in the key of C. Now, what I want you to notice about this, let me play it. I just think it's the coolest thing there is in the world. And let's make it come forward. Okay. And what I want you to notice things about this. Here it is. is a blues. There's the 7. This is an F7. Back to C. F7 again. I said this is a country blues. Boom, boom, boom. F7, G7. Okay, now what I wanted to get at was, or to make the statement of, this is in general a happy sound, right? So it's also got a little toughness to it, a little places that you want to be like, we're doing it now. So I'm just saying, we can't just sit down on the, I've said in other songs, said in other songs that we can just play, we don't know what to do, we can just play the minor. And we really can't in this because the song comes across as friendly. So it's like there's plenty of regular straight ahead blues that sound like this. I'm talking about that actually have a happy feel, like blues is more of I'm not really sad, I'm, kind of, this is just the way I am, it's just the way I talk. So anyway, we can't just sit on C minor in this. We'll have to be we're gonna have enough of this that this sounds okay, hold on a second. Just want to get all my stuff together. Let's see. And let's do this. I don't think it's coming through. I hear it on the mic, but I don't think I hear it in my thing. So guys, if anybody would can give me a response about, can you hear that? I don't know, but anyway, we're gonna do this. Okay, so anyway, here we're gonna go do this, and now you got to jump in because it's quick. It's only 12 measures, and let's take it from the top. Get this back on. Let's see what we got. Your turn, 1, 2, ready, go. Make it great. You don't like it? Make it great. Now I'm going to do C minor. Check it out. Too hard. Your turn. Your turn. Love that. Now I'm going to try to play slower, and I'm going to try mixolydian. Jump in and play now. This time I will try to go slower. Okay, what am I gonna Your turn. besides hating on you guys that don't like country music, hating on you guys that are hating on country music, kind of silly to me to not like. You don't have to love every kind of music, but people don't like different kinds of music for social, psychological reasons rather than musical reasons. Anyway, what I wanted to show you was this is from an old country song called Going Down This Road. I want to show you that this is a blues, by the way. I just want to sing it for you. Yeah. Typical blues. I'm going down this road feeling bad. Yeah, I'm going down this road feeling bad. Lord, I'm going down this road ain't gonna be treated this way. So, just saying, blues with the repetition of lyrics 3 times, and then we get to the variation of the 4th time. Okay, back to adlibbing. Let's see, I got to do some first pattern. F minor. Players, make it work. sweet. Well, I'm going down this road, feeling bad, and you're gonna be treated this way. I think this is the end. Get that chase. Okay, so I think my battery must have run out while I was in the several hours after I plugged this in. Okay, so listen, guys. So let's see what we talked about. We talked about extremes, register extremes, getting stuck on one side, up too high, up down low, and just jump out of it. Let's see what else did we talk about. We talked about big thing was that you hear things that sound cool. Just for example, like if, and it's okay if it didn't, but if when it went did it you say, oh, that is so cool. If you don't know what that is, you want to hunt and find out what that note is. You can ask people, you can ask me, email me, doesn't matter. The point is, you want to pursue those things that those sounds that stand out to you. They stand out to you because they're cool to you, or for that, it could be something you hate, but they stand out to you because they're cool to you, and that means when you find them out, you discover what they actually are from an intellectual standpoint. That's a flat third, that's a so-and-so key. When you discover what those things mean, or sound, the actual name of those things, then you can you just plug them in. You're like, oh, do this, or how to play them, and so you want to hang on to that. And let's see what else. I think that's it. So let's see, to wrap up here. So I'm Mark Black. This is Mark Teaches Music. This is our improv workshop. And so hit subscribe, hit the bell, make a comment, not these stupid porn site comments that are on here now. I'm fixing to erase them. What a doofus. For more information, www.dallasmusiclessons.com, and ask questions now. Don't do it in the chat, but send me an email at mark@dallasmusiclessons.com. And as always, until I see you again, I want you to have fun, and I want you to be awesome, and I believe you really can.